What's up, HyperFast Nation? In this episode of the show, we are taking a look at the question of what is going on with the old real estate model, and specifically, is the old real estate model dying? Stay tuned for the next episode of the HyperFast Show. All right, welcome back to the HyperFast Show. Today, I'm going to take a look at the old-fashioned real estate model, and specifically, if it is on its way out. So before we look at that, we have to define what is the old-fashioned model. Well, the old-fashioned model has been around for nearly 100 years, and it's something that's been around in two basic forms. There is the franchise model, and then there is the corporate-owned model. In both of these models, you basically have a system where someone goes out, founds a company, then they break it up into regions, then those regions go out and sell franchises if it's the franchise system, and get local broker owners to manage it. There's the variety of the non-franchise old-fashioned model as well. They both really are similar. They have multiple layers, and they rely on really expensive brick and mortar offices that have fixed costs, right? If they're doing, hundreds of deals in an office or thousands of deals in an office, the majority of their costs are fixed. Therefore, when the markets shift, when there's less transactions, as we've seen in the last year, it's harder for those models to adapt. This old-fashioned real estate model, by the way, it's been around for a long time. It's outlived most cycles in business. In other words, you go into other businesses, whether it's hotels, retail, entertainment, most of them are forced to evolve quicker. The old real estate brokerage model has been around for a really, really long time. It's, over time, had some, superficial changes, gotten slightly better for the agents. They're getting to keep more commission. But recently, until the cloud-based model came along, which was pioneered by eXp Realty, we hadn't seen major disruptions in the market for a long time. Now with eXp and the rise of the cloud brokerage, we have, because now we have this model where you essentially have variable cost model, meaning the majority of the expenses are variable. So when markets shift, when there's less transactions, the brokerage can still be profitable. And that's exactly what we've seen happen, specifically in the first quarter of 2023. eXp Realty was, you can go back and look at my Instagram, I've posted about this, or Facebook. eXp Realty was one of the only profitable brokerage models, especially when you look at large publicly traded companies. Like, you had Compass losing $150 million that quarter. Anywhere brokerage, which is like the holding company for Sotheby's, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Better Homes and Gardens, Corcoran, right? They lost $140 million. Real brokerage, which is a variant of eXp, right? Lost, I believe, $7 million. Fathom lost $10 million. Douglas Elliman, old model, right? Old-fashioned model, they lost $20 million. So you have, all of these old-fashioned models in Q1 losing tons of money. Meanwhile, eXp was profitable. eXp made $1.5 million in quarter one. So the variable cost model worked in terms of profitability. Now, what happened in terms of agent count, right? Because, where agents are going can tell us a lot about the future of real estate, right? Well, the old-fashioned models all lost agent counts, right? We saw this in all the big companies, the Kellers, the Remaxes, the Compass. They all, quarter one, lost agent count. Meanwhile, eXp up 1,000, right? So in a time when agents are getting out of the business or leaving, eXp Realty is seeing growth. They're maintaining profitability. The old-fashioned models, we're not seeing that, right? We're seeing them lose record-breaking amounts of money. We're seeing them, lose agent count. Like even new variants, right? Like, which is Compass, right? Compass is a new variant of the old-fashioned brick and mortar model. And, not only are they losing historic amounts of money, but their agent count, which um, for many years had only gone up, was down 600 net in quarter one. And, we expect those trends to continue. So the question is, how much longer will the old-fashioned model be around? I don't know the answer to that. But with, over 100,000 agents now at cloud-based brokerages, it's clear that this is the new direction, that this is where new growth will be. And, just like Uber had Lyft and, Amazon had other online distribution companies, retailers, we're going to see other variants. But the clear leader in it is eXp Realty. We're, definitely seeing that in the numbers, with agent count, with growth, with profitability. And, we're not seeing growth anymore. In fact, we're seeing decline in the old-fashioned model. I don't know if it will take 5 years. I don't know if it will take 10 years. But we're definitely on the last leg of this 100-plus-year-old model. And, that brings up a good point. If you're a real estate agent at an old-fashioned model, like, are you there because it's allowing you to keep more commission? Are you there because it's, giving you incentives to help grow the company? Is it giving you ownership in the company? Is it giving you the ability to go out and make recurring income through revenue share? Or are you there just because you're fighting like for a lost cause, right? Kind of like the defenders at the Alamo, right? And if so, like, at what point are you going to look at this model, at this cloud-based model, and examine, what would keeping more of your commission do? What would becoming an owner in the company do for you? What would getting revenue share do for you? What would getting access to world-class coaching? So if you're on that side of, hey, I should investigate this. I should see, what it would look like financially for me and my family and the people I love to look at this model, right? I would be honored to have that discussion with you. Carrie Shull and I are billion-dollar agents. We're some of the top sponsoring agents ever in the history of eXp Realty, and we've done that in a very, very short amount of time. We've partnered with over 300 agents all across the country, and would love to have that discussion with you and just at least look, right? At least take that financially responsible step of seeing what it could do for you and your family and your wealth building journey. So all you need to do is pick up your cell phone, send me a text message at 703-638-4393. Again, that's 703-638-4393. I'd be honored to have that discussion with you. You can also go to whylibertas.com/Dan. Again, that's WHY, the word libertas.com/Dan, and you can check out information on our group there. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of the HyperFast Show. We will see you next time.